is constantly changing. Civilization continues to reach new heights, and it's happening faster than ever. The world we knew 20 years ago is almost unrecognizable. Today, we are in the midst of the fourth industrial revolution. A new era in which the boundaries between the digital and the physical world are blurring. The rapidly growing utilization of new technologies has ushered in an era of global digital transformation. It is changing the way we work, the way we live, and the way we relate to one another. A revolution which is on its way to impact all disciplines, industries, and economics, shaping the future of our civilization. A future in which the amount of generated data will be growing exponentially. 90% of the data that exists in the world today has been created in just the last few years alone. It has become the new oil. New technologies designed for big data are therefore going to be vital, as the world's infrastructure is not prepared for this exponential growth rate. Until now. Constellation embraces this future and has built a technology crucial for what lies ahead. Not too long ago, the invention of distributed ledger technology opened the door to limitless new possibilities, such as the creation of trustless decentralized money, Bitcoin, as well as platforms for smart contracts and computation, Ethereum. However, these only scratch the surface of what is possible with DLT. Constellation's network, Hypergraph, is the world's first DLT for big data. It's a directed acyclic graph, DAG, and the next evolution in DLT, which significantly expands upon the capabilities of blockchains. Hypergraph is different to all other DAGs in that it scales horizontally, it scales infinitely, and it's designed to handle all of the world's data. There's absolutely no limit. Constellation's world-class engineers realized that the answers to the most unsolvable problems could be found by examining the design of nature itself. Hypergraph is architected to mimic the design of nature, and through that, Constellation managed to solve true scalability, the greatest challenge in DLT. The decentralized open-source protocol, Hypergraph Transfer Protocol, has set a new standard. A standard to securely use, transfer, manage, monetize, audit, and validate data at truly limitless scale. Not only that, but like the internet, this technology is designed to work and connect with every device and with all data types, even the most complex data. With limitless new possibilities come limitless new threat vectors and risks. All of our personal data is harvested and sold, leaving us with nothing in return. Worse yet, most of the world's data is unsecured, a risk of becoming bad data, spoof data, or stolen data. This affects us all, every entity from militaries, governments, and businesses to everyday people. The problems can be truly endless, and the cost and risks would be terrifying. By working very closely with the US DoD, federal government, major enterprises, academia, and blockchain companies, Constellation is ensuring mass adoption, providing the world's best data cybersecurity, preventing catastrophes, cutting costs, and enabling full control over data. As for all of our data that gets harvested and sold, Constellation has the perfect solution. Constellation is enabling users through a very user-friendly wallet to finally be able to control all of their data in one hub and sell it to whomever they please. We call these users datapreneurs, and they are the pioneers of the new data economy and of a new source of income. So as we look forward to what lies ahead, we can assure you, Constellation is here to serve all our data needs worldwide, now and in the future.
All right. What's up, guys? No, I'm really excited for Dag Nation, man. It's gonna be awesome. Pretty much our mission, is just to try to get the normal plebes, a chance to get into real nodes. Try to get. I mean, still do what we're doing now, but add some real stuff to the factor. And with Dag, we're gonna start with that one first, so we can get into the soft nodes before they launch their mainnet, so we can at least get in before the price action starts moving really crazy. But eventually, yeah, I mean, we want to get pretty much every chain out there going for nodes. I mean, even like hardware stuff like Flux, Little Grand's really great at that, and I want to do AVAX and Phantom and everything we possibly can get into as far as real nodes go. Even some Gala stuff going. But yeah, I mean, I see DAG. I mean, that's zero layer. Graph tech is the future. It's light years ahead of blockchain tech. And heck, I wish we could even get a Hedera node in the future. That would be pretty insane. But no, I see lots of good stuff coming out of this. It'll give us a bonus to the 300 NFTs. It's going to do a lot. It's pretty much saving for long-term wealth, not just a quick passive income gain. This is more geared towards long-term stability with something you can depend on and not going to rug on you. You know what I mean? So that's just a little bit of the type of the road that we want to go down. But I mean, our plans is just to keep going and keep going and keep going. Do as many different type of assets as we possibly can, whether it's real or crypto or whatever we can get our hands into. But I think this would be a huge first step, and DAG is definitely the way to go as far as all of these other chains go. This is by far the most promising chain is to be into. So great one to start off with. But other than that, I mean, you guys have a lot of experience with DAG yourselves, don't you?
And I think
as far as
the awesome thing about DAG,
hey, Tom?
Yeah, in particular in this situation is, it takes so much money to start a DAG node where you can actually, instead of just holding DAG, you can actually get some, passive rewards coming in. And so it really made a lot of sense for this to be kind of like the first one, because you really need to kind of go in as a group unless you want to drop 40 grand or whatever on DAG. So it's this awesome opportunity where we can come together and actually, get some passive DAG coming in. And so it just seems like a really awesome fit.
Yep, exactly. And not to mention, getting in the soft nodes early before, the hard nodes come out be very beneficial, And when they start the hard nodes, and the rewards are what, 30, 40 times more than what the soft nodes are? I mean, that could be happening in a matter of just a few months,
Exactly.
So getting in now is absolutely key. So
I mean, when you look at it as well, Riddick, like what you're saying right now is, for example, on Phantom, AVAX, you can see the prices there of the nodes. So there's no coincidence that they have set the prices right now by DAG around 40 to 50K. I mean, a 10x can happen really fast over there, and then the nodes will be already at the same price as well. That's why we want to start there as soon as possible and be early and take advantage of it for everyone here in the group, because we know that not everyone has just 50,000 lying around like Riddick to afford quickly a node. So we thought as a group this would be the best strategy. And just so that everyone knows, that's why YSL is in my name. Yasmin sends the regards as well. That's for her. And Stefan is my name. And the last letter is actually our last name. That's why YSL in our name. Just to clarify here.
Yep, that is YSL's hubby right there. But yeah, no, it's super exciting, you know, and I mean, getting in DAG this early before it takes off is just be insane. But the most beneficial part is getting those soft nodes, you know, because we don't know the huge gain that it could have as far as the mainnet goes of getting in. You know what I mean? So pretty awesome, you guys. So super excited. We just, you know, I want to do something good for the community, you know, and let everyone be able to get a piece of the pie, and you guys just keep building what you can, and eventually you own your own one. You know, you keep compounding rewards, whether what chain it is. You know, and keep working your way up, and invested and making the rewards off of it. Compound them up until you actually get your own. It'll be all in you. You know, you wouldn't have to do this part of it anymore. So I mean, it's just it's all about opportunity for everybody. Pretty much is what we're trying to pull off. You know what I mean? So that's about,
and that's what's
you know,
important, right?
everything that sums that up.
And that's what's so cool about Node Nation is that Node Nation really seems, it's like one of the few projects you see that aren't, you know, that are community based, that are really here for the community, right, Riddick? I know that's been a huge thing for you, especially creating Node Nation out of the trash fire that was the Rug Sember, of just wanting a safe space for people to become, you know, more knowledgeable about the investment opportunities around them. So I think it's so cool that, you know, we're kind of the first group to really do something like this. Again, just continually adding value and protecting investors with quality long-term investments, and you just don't see that in this space, with how new it is and how much theft and blatant robbery and scams there are. It's really refreshing to see, you know, a group like Node Nation doing what it can to provide real value and information and you know, just at every turn for the investor. So I think that's super cool. So that's what I'm excited about.
Absolutely,
this is what Node
man.
Nation is doing, only 2.5
It's,
3 months old. You know, where are we going to be in a year? So really exciting stuff.
Right. We ain't going nowhere. Oh, it was cool to make Node Nation, you know. I mean, as far as like Power and all them went, you know, I actually kind of felt guilty because I made a lot of money off Power.
Hey, we're still around. We're still working hard every day.
Everyone that listened to you at the beginning made money, so no worries.
Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I know. Thank you, man. That and strong, buddy. But you know, all is good, man. We're not going anywhere, you guys. So, you know, we're here for the long haul, man. I am, you know. So it's my way of giving back, helping, you know, and I have a blast with it, man. I'm retired. I don't work. You know, I just sit here and fart around. But I'm not going to putting on crazy concerts the whole weekend long like this past one. But yeah, it's just it's been insane, man. It's been an insane ride. I hate seeing, like, every time I read chat, seeing another project rug and someone not getting their ROI, or, you know, that just I don't like seeing that. But this is just another way to diversify. You guys still want to be, you know, doing your Degen stuff. That's cool, man. Just allow yourself out an allowance for that, or whatever, what you can afford to lose. Put everything else into your long-term wealth. You know, that's what I want to see you guys do. But that's the most important thing you guys can possibly do. Quick flip, you know, that's great, but being invested in long-term wealth, key. So that's what this is all about.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone who's familiar, you know, with the crypto space right now, everyone knows DAG is going to pop off, right? And so I think everyone has it in their mind, oh, I'm going to get a bag of DAG, right? And wait. And the awesome thing about this project is, I think, a couple things. One is you can get that bag of DAG and then actually just make passive income off of it. Because, I mean, obviously people want to hold DAG. You want to do that for like a year or more, right? Because it's only going to go in one direction, and it might take some time for it to really completely go crazy. And so being able to hold for a while and be getting a decent APY off of it is awesome. And then the other huge advantage is we don't know what's going to happen when mainnet launches with DAG. And it might be that if you're not in now with the soft node, you're not going to be in for the hard nodes. And so this is also an opportunity to kind of get positioned with something that could be really scarce. And we just don't know. But the awesome is we have, this opportunity to kind of build together the soft node that we could go in together on and be there. And so it's just this great opportunity. And I think the other thing that's awesome about a project like this that's really coming out of the community is it gets to really strengthen that community relationship that you guys were talking about. I mean, like, I'm completely new, right? But to this whole community, but the fact that we could go in together and like put our money where their mouth is in terms of like a project like this, that's only going to benefit the community in terms of just like strengthening, the relationships we have and, just kind of being in it together. And so it just seems like an awesome opportunity. And yeah, if this goes well, we can just keep repeating it, like Riddick was saying, down the road for different nodes, some of them actual physical, like real nodes, and some of them soft, who knows. But if we can get this right the first time and it works, we can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yep. The only way it's not going to work is if we didn't raise enough money for a node, which I don't think that's going to be a problem. And whatever we don't raise, I'll probably be the one to end up putting the rest in. So I just want to make it happen for everybody. That's all that matters. But no, welcome to the fam. We love having you here, teachers. You have some crazy good skills, man, and huge asset to No Nation. So
yeah, always coming into the AMAs with all the great questions too. I appreciate that. Just on a personal note.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard with just like a stage there. But yeah, no, I'm glad to be here. It's cool. And I think we can do a lot in terms of branding and messaging. And if we decide we want to grow things, we can, or we can just keep it chill. And so I think there's just a ton of opportunity. And just working together, it's so incredibly powerful. And it's so obvious that in crypto, it's like literally the only way forward is if you can kind of hive mind it and go together, everyone looking out for each other. So it's a big thing to be a part of. So glad to be here and help out when I can.
Thanks. You're awesome, buddy. Appreciate it. And guys, don't forget too, man, these membership NFTs too are going to have rewards from every project. So DAG Nation, Gala Nation, every different project we have are all real nodes will be in rewards as well into your NFT memberships. And as far as where that stands, we got some few pieces of land that have sold, and I'll be putting out an announcement here pretty soon so we can I think we're going to test the USDC within the next day or two as far as the rewards go.
Was that going to be
those are going to be airdrops.
Are users going to have to go into the app and redeem them? Or?
Yep.
Yeah,
basically, Little Grand, you can go ahead and take over.
What's that? You both were talking?
Go ahead, Riddick.
Yeah, Little Grand. You there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
We lost Little Grand.
Oh, I'm here. You hear me?
They were just asking how the rewards. Yep, we can.
Yeah, so they're not
They were just
airdrops.
asking how the rewards.
They're reflected, and you have to claim them. It'll show up on the main page of the website that I believe it was posted, where you could go check out your rewards for NFTs.
I mean, we're also right on the verge of kind of skinning and organizing the website a little bit, so that will be much more clear in terms of just like where you go to claim.
Right, you'll be able to claim,
connect your wallet and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. And where just so people, if anyone's new here, where is that link for people to get to the No Nation website?
Just
we
one
should
sec, I'll grab it and post it.
posted, yeah. And then we're in the midst of a white paper too that explains Node Nation as a kind of overarching thing in terms of just, how the money would flow from these subsidiary like treasury projects back into the main NFT wallets treasuries. And then, we also have the DAG Nation white paper, which, kind of getting revised and finalized too. So it's coming.
Awesome. I am excited across the board, man. It's gonna be cool stuff.
Yeah, the website's gonna be kick-ass, you guys. You guys gonna be able to go into any project, any type of node project. You're gonna be able to. Yeah, the website is really exciting, but we only have a couple of the pages that. I mean, they're just temporary pages up right now. That way, you guys can claim your. That, but it a lot in the works. The white paper will have the roadmap of where we're going and what we're doing, and basically how everything works in unison with each other. So, I mean, pretty kick-ass, man. Exciting. So,
Heck
and we
yeah.
just keep adding to it. We just keep plugging away, keep adding to what we can do as a fam. To make it work for everybody. So,
Yep, just keep building on.
super exciting, man.
Oh yeah.
If you guys have anything else to add, before we start, anybody wants to come up and ask some questions and shoot the breeze.
I mean, just before we start all the questions, is that everyone should be aware this stagnation, this is just the first step. Like Riddick's goal is literally take over all the main blockchains. Of course, right now, like we said, DAG would be the first one because it's the most promising. The second most promising, which we will have to look at generating incomes from the DAG Nation part, is also afterwards for Hedera, because there is hardware required, etc. That's why Little Grant is like an angel to our community. He's the tech genius here and can help us out with all of this. But our goals is really to take over the next two biggest blockchains, most probably upcoming. And I think everyone will benefit here from that, especially.
Absolutely. And Flux too. Flux puts out some really great rewards when you buy the very expensive ones. If you want to get into that, Little Grant.
Yeah, they're all. You say great rewards. The issue is a lot of people in this space look at great rewards as 8% per day kind of thing. These are real world applications that produce real money, so to speak, and they're real world APYs, which aren't nearly what you were used to getting to in this space.
Wait, not 8% a day, Grant?
No, funny.
That's
eh?
not
That's
gonna
not
make it, bro.
sustainable. You get like the other than DAG, so we don't know what DAG's going to produce, but there's been some wild projections for it. They're saying that it will
DAG would be up
way
there,
overtake any other type of validator. But who knows, right? These are all projections and adoption and how much it gets and et cetera. There's a bunch of factors. But when you look at AVAX validators and stuff like that, you're looking at 10 to 12% a year kind of. It's not big money, but it's real world application money. It's not coming from Ponzi that has absolutely no sustainability.
And keep in mind that's also comparing it to currencies like AVAX that already have mass adoption, right? DAG, even if you see like 15, 16% APR on those nodes, that's not including the the upward momentum with mass token appreciation. So there's something to be said about being early.
I'm telling you right now. All right, DAG is future along with Hedera. as far as the store of information goes. And I mean, you can't even put words on it. You know?
Yeah.
I wish I could get
There's
my hands
people
on an
projecting
XRP
$10 and
node.
$20 bag price within a couple of years. So what kind of X is that?
Yeah,
Just
if that.
on top of what
that.
what you're making from the node, you have the appreciation, but they're talking $1 million a node once it gets up that high, as far as per year goes.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. That's where you see from AVAX 500 to 750K for a node. It's not going to be a difference in DAG neither. And afterwards, I mean, if you
Right.
put 10% allocation, 5%, you can count it as that afterwards. So you can imagine.
Righty. Well, should
What
we
you
get
think
into
is
some
small
questions?
now isn't going to be. So. Absolutely, man. Sounds good.
All right, Renegade. You want to take it out?
What's up, guys? So I sorry if I missed. I think he asked some of the questions I was going to ask, but I own some DAG myself, and a bunch of buddies. We wanted to get together and do the same thing, but it gets into, you know, when you're doing it with like 4, 5, or 6 different friends, and everybody has different investment ideas. It gets a little tougher than a community-based type of scenario like this. But my question is, the rewards on DAG are not the idea. Am I missing this here? Because the rewards are not that high. Because if you look at like Power and all the other ones who do own a node, I want to say it's like 2,500 DAG tokens a month. Am I missing this?
No,
Yeah,
there you're
as a
correct.
soft node. Right now, they're soft nodes till mainnet launches. So basically, yeah, the reward structure isn't that much at the moment. But really here, the reward structure isn't crazy gain at the moment, but soft node time is running out, and when mainnet launches, that reward structure is out of the question. You know what I mean? So right now it's just kind of getting in before everything goes crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, you are making some DAG. If you have one, it's securing you in, getting into a soft node, be able to be even getting into the hard nodes, and for 2, at least your DAG is making something rather than nothing. So it's a win-win.
No, I got you. I was just making sure because I believe in DAG and the Constellation Network completely. It was just I'm trying to make sure we're the direction on it, and I don't. It's a whole soft node and hard node scenario. There's not a whole lot of info on that other than it's coming. So I was just curious.
Right.
Well, that's one of the issues right now is nobody knows what the mainnet is going to look like. Nobody knows how much money you're going to make off it. It's very unknown because it's never been done before, basically. So all they're doing right now is putting soft nodes roughly at what the other validator systems are making, and so you're earning basically what you would earn off of a Phantom validator or an AVAX validator, for instance, having the soft node. And then when you switch over to hard nodes, nobody knows what that's going to look like. They don't know how much you're going to make. And you can't compare it over because DAG is 0 layer, so it doesn't cost you any money to transfer DAG around. So the transactions are made off the, I guess you could call them subnets. So nobody knows what that's going to look like or how much you're going to make. That's the issue right now. All they know is that, everybody knows DAG is going to explode or assumes DAG is going to explode. And when it does, everybody's going to make a lot of money off of it.
I agree. I love the idea, guys. Thanks for letting me come up.
Thank you, man.
No problem. Good to see you, brother.
You too, guys.
Alrighty, well, if there's no other
Anybody
questions
else?
that come up, I'm not seeing any hands or questions. So I feel like we kind of, between here we go, we got Go Dogs coming up. Go Dogs, I know this guy. We pretty well covered it, I think. What's going on, Go Dogs?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right, so are we planning on putting any of the money from the treasuries for the NFTs into the DAG project, or is that all, we keeping that all separate and doing other things with it?
That's something that can be voted on. I don't know if you guys want to do too as well. I think we got like half the treasuries at the moment delegated in auctions right now, but the other half is, I mean, that's just something we can vote on in each tier group.
Okay, cool. When you were talking earlier about not being able to get to a whole node, it made me think like maybe that should be our safety fallback is getting some of those, not taking up people's space with them at first, but if we have extra room to fill off the nodes, you can get the different tiers to jump in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was something, where each tier, we have to vote. That's something I would never do on anybody. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I like
that's a great idea, buddy. Yep, appreciate that, bud.
All right, sweet.
Awesome,
Thanks, guys.
man.
Like the project.
Good question.
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
Good question.
There's a bunch of questions in the AMA questions. Me to just go through them quick, Mascot?
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide asks, notice we have DAG Nation, Gala Nation, and AVAX Nation in the server now. Are there plans to expand to other networks as well? What's the vision here? Definitely.
Every single damn one of them.
There you go.
There's your answer.
we want to cover, as I said earlier, we want to cover as many networks as possible and as many opportunities as possible, because we believe that diversification, not only in an emerging sort of asset class that is crypto and the blockchain and everything, but also just by its inherent nature, diversification of investments allows for overall safer investing, right? So again, we want to do at Node Nation everything in our power to protect every person involved in this community. And so putting as many hands in as many pots as possible is always going to be our goal.
Exactly. And not to mention, I already have some Gala nodes, guys. So, we could start that one any day to where it's, and just write the code, which isn't that long. And I can be reflecting rewards already on those. You know what I mean? So, and sell them, at a huge discount. I think there's less than 3,000 or 4,000 nodes left. I can't remember. I haven't been on the Gala Discord for a while, but they're at like 98K a piece right now. Might just sell one to wants to ever get in on the first one for like 50K or something.
That'd be sweet.
Cost. And then it would be, and then just be portion. Go ahead.
Wasabi is wondering if the Nude Nation NFTs, I don't know if that's auto-correct, get any perks for DAG Nation. That's funny.
Yes, they do, brother. In the white paper, did you guys post those other charts too?
Yeah, the graph.
Actually, it's in announcements
there
too.
You can see
it shows
the announcement.
Yeah, the graph shows how it works. But yes, DAG Nation percentage of profits go into the NFTs, membership NFTs, my man. Just like every other project that we're gonna launch. So it'll have real life assets. That's profits go into membership NFTs as well.
GPA
We're just getting started, so I mean,
if there's a minimum investment for DAG, that would be yes, definitely right about $30,000 to $40,000 worth of DAG right now for a node, a soft node. So yes, there is a minimum.
Oh,
I think maybe he's talking about maybe the fractionalized.
Right, our minimum
is it's 0.25 BNB at this point.
Yes, he's talking about fraction.
Okay.
2.5, yeah. But for him, we can make it 0.5 because he's my friend. He has the money, I know it.
So, Mr. Worldwide asks again, is the idea we each buy DAG and stake it on the soft nodes?
Oh, so basically, well, you can actually,
Correct.
but
Be
basically,
locked.
there's going to be a smart contract where you're going to be able to pay B&B, and we will transfer it over to DAG and onto a soft node for you. If you already own DAG, you can do over the counter and transfer that DAG, and we add that to the soft node, and then just add it to the smart contract that you were provided this much DAG. If you buy in B&B, it will come back to the smart contract that you have X number of DAG comparatively to how much B spent. Technologically wise,
Yeah, you guys would be able to.
extremely difficult because it's a new system and nobody cross chains on this one or anything. So we have to basically go through an exchange and then transfer that over to Stargazer. It's quite not done yet. We expect it to be done by today, but it's just been wall after wall trying to get this done because it's really not being done, and there's no companies that have kind of jumped in on this yet.
This shows how early we are.
Yeah, there you go. My favorite word.
That's right, brother.
I mean, this is what I wanted to answer as well to Renegade's question, since he said that he and his friends already have DAG allocations. Like the main point here is especially to have DAG, because as long as you put it by our system right now for Node Nation, for example, this does not mean that your DAG is gone. You're not setting it like a node for right now. Until mainnet launches, then we will see how exactly it is. But right now, the soft nodes, it's actually every month you stake it and you earn rewards by it. So why not put it into the Node Nation system and earn your rewards from it? It's not going to go anywhere in your wallet neither, and at least you're going to get some passive incomes. So they're not locked. We, afterwards, when the mainnet launches, we will decide then as a community what we will do. People will be able to take it out if they want. If it's going to be for locked forever, if they change it on the mainnet afterwards, or to leave it. It's up to everyone in here. We're never going to force anyone, but obviously we're trying to make the most benefit for all the members here at Node Nation. And like everyone knows, here we are for the passive income. So.
Oh yeah. So Johnny Boy asks,
and the whole point too is to be able to stay and get into a hard mode.
Exactly.
Go ahead, buddy.
Will there be a contract with details with who invested and will always receive their share of the rewards?
Yes, it will be a smart contract on the Binance Smart Chain. It will hold how much DAG each person has, the total number of DAG, and the total number of nodes that we own. It's going to be, currently the idea is that there's 3 portions to it. The people that are currently invested in the soft nodes, i.e. part of the part that's getting rewards. So every month, I don't know if everybody knows how DAG works, but every month soft nodes reset and you can get back in. But during that month, you add DAG to soft nodes and make any money. The contract has that ability. If you buy in during the month, you're in a waiting queue until the next epoch, so to speak.
Yep, exactly. I think Little Grant can most probably give a sneak peek in the next 1-2 days of how this will look exactly. But yeah, everything will be on a contract. Like we said, we are very, very early. That's why we actually have to do it through an exchange at the beginning, because we know it's easier for people to buy their allocations through Binance. We chose Binance because it's the most common one, so that everyone has a chance, even outside of Node Nations, to get in. And afterwards, of course, we are going to try to make everything automated, to put everything in the contract automatically. Also have the wallets multi-sig afterwards, when the Stargazer wallet from Constellation DAG will allow that, so that the security for everyone outside of Node Nation can see it. I mean, we all know the security sides from Riddick and so on. we don't have to question this at all. So from us, it's no problem at all, but maybe for outside investors then in the future, so that they can see investments are multi-sig, they can also invest into AVAX nodes, etc., etc., etc. So all this Little Grand will be working on for sure afterwards when the possibilities arise.
Excellent. And then last question here. Will our fractionalized nodes be tradable? And would we be launching with our own native marketplace for that or using a secondary one?
No, you won't have your fractionalized nodes. That's just a terminology that's being used, but it's not. It's just a share in a node. If you've bought 10,000 DAG, have a 2.5% share in that node and have 10,000 DAG. If you want to get out once we unlock from just before mainnet launch, you can take your 10,000 DAG and walk off, kind of thing. Once the mainnet launches, as a community, we will have to vote depending on what you do with mainnet. We don't know how long they're going to be required to lock staking or anything like that on the nodes. So that can't be decided now. It can't be decided until at least close to mainnet once they give some information on that. No, you don't have fractionalized nodes, so to speak. It's not an NFT. It's simply your DAG on that node, and you have a percentage of the overall system. If we have 15 nodes and you have 10,000 DAG, you're getting whatever 15 nodes are divided by 10,000 percentage back, a little pot that comes back every month, soft nodes.
And just to be clear about that, like the locking and unlocking situation. So because the vote we're talking about with the community is how to proceed with the protocol once we know the details on mainnet. So when mainnet launches and we understand, like, oh, do you have to lock DAG into a node for forever or whatever? As soon as we figure that out, then we can vote as a community what we want to do to move forward with the protocol. But you'll have the option, like if you put something in, you'll have the option to get it out before that happens. So it's not like we're not talking at all right now about locking up for forever in this smart contract.
Exactly. Right now, it's only locked until we go live for mainnet. You can't take it out once it's locked into a soft node until the end of the month. But then trying to maneuver all that would just be an absolute nightmare as far as because it can't be a fully automated system. It would just be a nightmare. But that being said, if somebody fell into hardship or something like that and needed to get their money out, we would be able to do so. It's not an issue.
Awesome. Well, great answers, guys. That kind of seems to be the end of the questions coming in as we're pushing that hour mark. I can personally say I'm really excited for not just Node Nation, but DAG and what it represents for all of our future investments here as we really create some quality ties that bind with the Node Nation community. I think that we're going to be a strong team in the months and years to come. I'm really, really pumped to watch this community grow together. So,
Mascot, just one more thing quick towards the end.
Yep.
Just so that people know in regards to the soft nodes. These have been started since actually last year, December. And every month, people with allocations that they own DAG can allocate it to the stakings of soft nodes. One node costs 250,000 DAG. That is approximately 40 to 50,000 US. And every single month from all the DAGs that are in circulating, 34 to 52% of all the DAG existing have been allocated to soft node. This alone can already show you how the people are really bullish on this project. Everyone that owns DAG, especially the ones with heavy money, they are all investing into soft nodes. And this doesn't come just from nothing. They know that this has future, really a future in the blockchain industry. And especially as well, people with allocation into soft nodes, we have a feeling that most probably, who knows, they can say afterwards, okay, they will only have a maximum amount of mainnet nodes at the beginning, and only the people that had soft nodes are able to do a pre-sale part or something like this. This is why especially we're pushing to get into the soft nodes and all that, even though the rewards are low, but we know that the rewards for the future afterwards, and in mainnet, most probably the talks are that it will be around 40% to 50% APR. But I mean, when you have 100x on this token afterwards in the next 1-2 years, it's all gonna be possible with Stack. We never know.
Absolutely. Awesome, guys.
Beautiful.
Well, I really appreciate everybody came out to hear us, man. So good to have you guys.
All right,
And
gang. We will
ever
catch
see
you
us
all on the
next
next one.
Perfect.
all right, my man.
Thanks a
everyone.
lot, everyone
Hey,
that
guys.
came. Thanks, guys.